pronouncing my name wrong.
Welcome in, everybody, here for Fuller Digital Solution. You're streaming live here from Hinton, Iowa, where the Hinton Blackhawks are going to be taking on the Central Lyon Lions. This is your 2A Region 1 semifinal. Excuse me. Huge shout out to Fuller Digital Solutions. I am Jen Ohlendorf, and I will be your announcer here tonight. We had a couple difficulties here with the stream, so I just wanted to say thank you so much for Gabe Fuller back at the station to make sure everything is up and running. Really do appreciate it. So tonight is going to be brought to you by Siouxland Garage Doors and Prime Bank. These are your sponsors for tonight. Just had a quick chance to talk to Mr. Randy Hicklin. He came over and was super nice guy. If you do need anything done with your garage doors in this area, make sure you give him a call. I do have his contact information, but we're going to go ahead and get through some of this pregame here quick while they're doing the announcing of the starters. So for the away team, we'll do that first. So for Central Lyon Lions, they have a record of 15-2. They are in the Siouxland Conference, and looks like their head coaches are Jamie Shar. Assistant coaches are Sarah DeVry, Kelly Wheeler, and Megan Witzel. For your assist leader for the Central Lions, you have McKenna Metzger. She's a senior. She has 428 assists on the season. Kills is Desta Hogendorn, senior. She has 2.1 kills per set. She's hitting at a 16.3%. That's pretty darn good. Total blocks would be McKenna Metzger. She's also your setter, it looks like. She has 35 blocks on the season. Diggs is Riley Wheeler. She's a senior. Diggs of 328 on the season, 4.1 per set. Serving aces is McKenna Metzger as well, a senior. She is serving at a 90% serve efficiency. You always want your servers to be in the 90 to 95 to 85. 80 is about normal, but you can get them in the 90s and 95s. That's where you're going to really get some good serving. So for your Hinton Blackhawks here, they're in the War Eagle Conference. They are 28-1. And for assist is Ashlyn Kovarna. She's a senior. Assist 696 on the year. 9.5 per set. Kills is Bailey Bovey, sophomore. She's getting 4.3 per set. She's hitting at a 46.3 hitting efficiency, which is very, very good. Total blocks is also Bailey with 174 on the season. Diggs is Carleen Hicklin. She's a senior. That would be Randy's daughter from the Siouxland Garage Door. 202 on the season, and serve aces is also Bailey Bovey. She is a sophomore. She's serving at an 80% efficiency. We're going to take a quick break and be right back here right after the national anthem, after we hear from your local sponsors, ESPN Radio.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. and the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work, last, and make your life easier. Haul with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
All right, welcome back everybody here to Hinton, Iowa, where the Hinton Blackhawks are taking on the Central Lyon Lions. Just want to do a quick shout out here to Mr. Randy Hicklin. Whether you need a new garage door or a service on your current door, Siouxland Garage Door can and will help you. Add this number to your contacts and get a hold of Randy whenever you need him, 712-252-4444. Also want to say a huge thank you out to Prime Bank, is another sponsor here of our live stream. Prime Bank is a proud partner of tonight's stream and supporter of our area communities and our youth. So thank you so much for making this possible to have a live stream here for your Blackhawks and Central Lions. Again, I am Jen Ohlendorf, and I will be doing your commentating here tonight. Excuse me. All right, so we have the Central Lion is going to have the first serve, and you have first server is number 14, Avery Begard. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Sorry, guys, my bad. It was McKenna Metzger. Nice job by the Hawks for going off the high hand there of the Lions, and there's a sharp cross push over by the Lions, and they go back set to Bovey, but she hits that ball just out of the line judge here in front of us. So the Central Lions are going to go up 1 point here. So we have a score of 1-0. And here's another serve, a short serve by number 14 of the Lions. That would be McKenna Metzger. She's a captain of yours for the Lions, and that's an ace serve for her. So they go up with a score of 2-0. I tell you, these Lions look like they really did some scouting on this team. Another nice short serve, but they're going to go outside to number 5, and that's a beautiful push to the right back corner of the Lions, and that goes down for a kill for the Blackhawks. Nice job there by number 5 of the Blackhawks. And we're going to have a serve by number 17, which is Bella DeRocher. She's your libero for the Blackhawks. And that's a nice deep serve ball. Oh, and it's going to be a free ball over, but there was a miscommunication between the left side and the middle. We always say that you want to keep that ball in front of you. So if that outside hitter can take that ball, that would probably be the best, because then it's a little easier for her to keep the ball in the middle of the court. Nice hit there by Bovey. Good work. The middle went quick in transition. So we have a score of 3-2 here, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the pregame. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. There we go. There you go, folks. All right, so score of 3-2 here. That's an outside attack by the Lions, and they dug up, and a nice tip by Bovey, but there's the libero is right there to dig it up, and they go to the back corner there of the Blackhawks. Nice save by the setter to go to the middle, the right side attack, and there's a great block by Bovey and number 5 on the outside, which is Gabby Friesen. Nice push, tip over, and she goes right down the line. That is number 10, Carlin Kovarna. Nice job by Carlin. Great job. She did a nice deep push, and it went right at the libero's head. So then that libero had to make a choice if she was going to try and get it passed up or not, and it kind of went shanked off, and so that's going to be a good score there for the Blackhawks. Good serve by the Blackhawks, and they're going to go for an outside attack to the Lions, and number 2 on the Blackhawks. She hits it just wide. The coach is asking for a tip, but it went way above the block. There's a very good block there, I'll tell you what, but it went above the hands there. So your libero is still serving for the Blackhawks. And that ball goes just barely out. Great job by the Central Lions to make sure that their foot was on the line, and they were making sure that they were right there if the ball was going to go past them or not. So great job by the back row of the Lions. So a serve here by the Lions, which is number 12, goes to the middle back of the Blackhawks. Good set by number 12, and they're going to call her for a lift. That ball did suspend just a little bit in her hands, and if you haven't noticed, if you guys have been to a few of the games here lately, if you haven't noticed, but the refs for volleyball for Iowa Girls Athletic Association, what they do is they get it into the tournament time, and they make sure that they're really clean on all of their sets, all of their blocks, all of their footwork. They really are trying to make sure that when these girls get to the state tournament, that they are clean and concise and playing the game the way that it's supposed to be played. So nice job there by number 10 of the Blackhawks, and she goes deep to the line and tools the block on that last attack. So the Blackhawks got that serve, and that time they went to the outside there to number 5. That's Gabby. Great job by her for hitting that back line and getting a good day. Nice, girls. Way to go, Blackhawks. That's a really heads-up play there by number 5 of the Blackhawks. That's Gabby Friesen, man. She's a senior outside hitter, 5'8". She is short, but I'll tell you what, she's got some hops, ladies and gentlemen. She did a great job by swiping that ball to the short corner of the Lions, and there was no one there to get that. So there's an outside attack by the Lions, goes right into the net, and they're going to say that's 4 hits. It did go off of Bovie's hand, then touched the net, then they played it, but we're going to keep playing here. So there's a good dig. That's a nice serve receive by number 12, but the set goes just a little further outside the antenna for the Lions to bring back in, and it goes just over the top. Good try, though, by their outside hitter to try and control that ball and get that back in. So your serve is the Blackhawks. That's Saylor. Nice serve, Saylor. Good work. Okay, so Ashlyn Kavarna, she was backing up, and that ball, she was coming right at her, and she could see the antenna out of the corner of her eye, so she knew that ball was out. So with a score of 11-4, the Central Lions are going to take a quick timeout, and we're going to hear from MHI in Cherokee, Iowa.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
All right, welcome back here, folks, to the battle between the Hinton Blackhawks and the Central Lions. That was your first timeout taken by the Lions. They have one timeout left, a score of 11-4. The middle for number 14 for the Lions, I'm sorry, she's their setter. She was transitioning off the net, and she just pushed it right back over, and it's stuck up by the Blackhawks. And they go to Bovie in the middle, and Bovie hits it thumb down and goes to the left side to where that libero is at. And I really would love to get a radar gun on Bovie's swing. Her and a couple of the other Blackhawks here, they swing very, very hard, and I just wish I could get a radar gun and see how fast those balls are really coming at them. So nice job there by the Blackhawks for digging that up. It was a good tip, and great hit by number 5, Gabby Friesen. She goes to that seam in between zone 1 and zone 6, which is between the right side of the Lions court and the center, and makes them really have to figure out who's going to take that ball. Another great serve there by the Lions. Or I'm sorry, by the Blackhawks. The Lions get it passed up and free ball over, and they go to the outside. Number 5, Gabby Friesen, and they are definitely celebrating over there on the floor, and the girls here on the bench. These Blackhawks really turn up the tempo, and it's really hard for teams to match that tempo. So great job there by the Blackhawks. Score of 14-4, and the Lions get a pass up to the setter. They're asking for a touch, but there was no touch on that. Oh. Oh, there was no touch on that, but they were asking for one. So there's a pass up by the Lions to the setter. She pushes it over. A back set by number 12, your setter for the Blackhawks, which is Ashlyn Kavarna. That goes to Bovey, and Bovey hits it really hard off of the block, and that ball goes out of the back service line. When you're a blocker and you're blocking such a hard hitter, you really got to make sure that you're contracting your core and pushing that ball to zone 6, which is the center of the court. And when you have that hard hitter and you do that, it's going to go straight down. But when you just go straight up and you're a little lax with your core and you're not pushing over into that zone 6, that hitter is going to tool you and just like what Bovey did, hit it really hard, and it's going to go out off of the block. So score of 17-4, a pass up by the Lions, an outside attack to number 14, tipped right over the block, dug up by number 2, set up, and just a roll shot over by number 7 of the Blackhawks, Carleen Hicklin. Nice job, Carleen. It's not always pretty, girl. She's smiling back there. It's not always pretty, but I'll tell you what, sometimes those short little roll shots are just as good as a hard hit. Nice soft serve there by number 2 of the Blackhawks, and it's set to the outside, a bump pass. And there's a pass by number 5, Gabby, and there's 4 hits. Yep, 4 hits by the Blackhawks. Number 12, your setter, Carleen, she was just trying to push that ball over, but it hit the top of the it looked like it hit the top of the tape and it was going to roll over, but it came back, and Bovey went to pass it, but it stayed on the Blackhawks side, so they got a 4 call on him. So on the back service line is number 19 for the Lions. Served, good job by Hicklin, and a back set to number 5, and she hits that ball straight down the line, and it is too hot to handle for the Lions. Beautiful, beautiful attack by number 5, Gabby Friesen. Okay, so your front row attackers are number 7, Carleen Hicklin, which is Randy's daughter. Thank you, Randy, for being our sponsor. Number 12, your setter, Ashlyn Korvarna. And Bovey is in the middle. And there's an outside set to number 7, and she goes very, very nice job. She's also not so tall, but she jumps very well, and she extends her arm up, elbow first, wrist snap, and it goes right to the line, over the block, and that ball, if they would not have touched it, would have landed right on that back line. So there's a great job there by the Blackhawks. So there's a back set and a pass up by the libero, one-handed, did very good. There's Hicklin on the outside, and good talk there by the Blackhawks, so they knew who was going to dig it. Looks like we're going to get a tip over to the Blackhawks, and there's your left side. She's going to do a bump set to the outside to Hicklin, and there's an outside attack by the Lions, and totally stuffed by number 12, Carleen Korvana and Bailey Bovey. Beautiful block, ladies. If you can see their form, if you want to pause it and go back 10 seconds, look at their form, how well they are closed, how well they read the ball when it comes out of the setter's hands, and just a great, great job on that block. Looked like on that block, we were just a little bit late. There was a little bit of a seam, and Carleen was out there, but they went just on the other side of her hands and straight down the line right in front of that line judge. So you have a score. Your Blackhawks are up 21-6 here with Central Lyon. A serve coming from Central Lyon to Bovey, and she's going to ask for a 1, and she slams that ball down. That is probably one of my favorite attacks in volleyball, when you bring your middle hitter back to serve receive and she's passing in the middle. She has a great pass to the setter, and the setter feeds that hitting arm, and she just slams it down. Probably one of my favorite plays of volleyball. So nice job there by the Blackhawks. Great serve by Bailey Bovey, and there's a right side attack tipped over, dug up by number 5, set by Carleen, and hit by Bovey, and it goes off the number 18 of Lions. It goes off her hands, off the block, and straight down after that. So no one there to dig it up. So the Blackhawks are going to go up with a score of 23-6 in this first set here of the Region 1 Class 2A semifinal here in Hinton, Iowa. Bovey is also one of your main servers, has lots of aces. Nice job there, pass up by the Lions. It was an overpass. So they push it back over to the right side, and the Lions saw that they were just not transitioned back on defense, so they push it to that deep corner and caught Bovey trying to read a different line and just caught Bovey off just a little bit. So the Lions go for the serve here, and they serve here to the Blackhawks. A nice outside set to Carleen, and a good attack off the block, and they push it over to the Blackhawks, and there's a great job with the setter pushing it over. She does a great job disguising that, and there's another one, number 12. Your setter for the Blackhawks, Carlin Corvana. Sorry, I will get her name right. I promise, I will get her name right. But Ashlyn, she went forward on that last tip, but on this one, she went behind her, and the defense just couldn't handle it. So good serve too. Here comes a free ball to the Blackhawks, and it's just over the top of the net. Bovey kind of betters that ball. Nice job, and nice job by Hicklin for going and downballing that all the way over. And it goes off the high hand of the block. Number 18 for the Lions goes high hand off the block. That's Aubrey Metzger. She goes high hand and goes in between, so into zone 6. So it looks like your defenders for Hinton are on zone 1, where the server usually is, and zone 5, where the outside is. And so it looks like that middle was open, and she went right over top of that block and just killed it. So there's a nice outside attack by number 10 for the Blackhawks. That's Carlin Corvana. Nice job, Carlin. And that's sister Ashlyn Carvana that is her setter. That's a pretty cool duo there. So your Blackhawks win the first set with 25-8, and we're going to go ahead and take a break while they're getting a chance to get their lineups and everything set back in. And we'll be right back after a message here from, let's see, who do we got up? We got Prime Bank here in Hinton is your local sponsor, one of your local sponsors here tonight, and we're going to go ahead and hear from them.
Digital and personal. You can have both with Prime Bank. We know you've got a lot on your plate. Prime Bank can help. Use our app for everything from depositing checks to making transfers from the comfort of your own home. And if you want to open an account, you can do that online too. If you'd rather visit us in person to open an account, apply for a loan and more, we have several convenient locations. The best tech for you when you want to bank from a distance, and the best people close by when you need us. Prime Bank. Earn more your way.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Welcome to Rooted Boutique, a contemporary women's and men's clothing store in downtown Sioux City. When you walk through our Rooted doors, it's all about you. Browse our collection of women's styles from cut-from-the-cloth denim, Dolce Vita, and Steve Madden footwear. Find a unique dress for your next event or a business casual look for work. Shop menswear from 7 Diamonds, Liverpool, and Mizzen & Main, and be dazzled by our exclusive Stone and Druzy jewelry line. Visit our Rooted stores and experience our lounge-style dressing rooms and personal styling services, or visit us online at shoprootedinstyle.com.
All right, welcome back here, folks, to Hinton, Iowa, where we are in the second set of the Class 2A Region 1 semifinals. You have your Hinton Blackhawks up 1 set to the Central Lions none. First set score was 25-8. And let's see here. We got first server is your libero for the Blackhawks. That's Bella DeRocher. She's a senior, libero DS 5'2", has some really nice serves. Let's see if she goes short like she did this last time. Nope, she does a middle ball. That's not bad. A back set to the right side for the Lions, and it's dug up and just sent just wide of the Blackhawks side. So the Blackhawks are going to go up with a score of 1-0 with DeRocher on that back service line still. See if she goes short on this one. No, she still does her normal serve. That was a good serve. She's got a nice float and passed up and just sent over on the second ball. And there's Bailey with an assist. Oh, just a set. Yep, just a set. And the Lions are going to come with a right-sided tip over. And here's the set to the right side. And they're going to call number 12, the setter for the Blackhawks, Ashlyn Kavarna. They're going to call her for a double. It did suspend a little bit in her hands, but not much. Here's another quick little thing. I know you guys want to watch. You guys keep watching, but I'm going to go ahead and talk. Nice job, Bovie. Atta girl. Way to hit that hand and go off the block, girl. Okay, so in club volleyball, which a lot of these girls play, I know Bovie does, but in club volleyball, USVBA rules are if you are like a beach player and a USVBA club player, when you set the ball, you can actually let that suspend in your hand a little bit more. High school rules are usually a little bit further behind the college, the USA, and all those other clubs. So maybe in the next few years, just look to see if that rule changes a little bit. And we used to call it deep dishing when they would bring their hands really far down. And there's a double call on the Lions. Her hands both came out at the same time, but she looked like she caught it on her fingertips just a little bit, so that it had a little bit of a roll on it. That's one of the tells where refs are looking for, and if it rolls off the setter's hands like that, then they will call a double. There's a nice outside set there by the Lions, and they go to that short cross, and they have a score of 4-2. Blackhawks, 4-2. I accidentally gave the wrong point on that one. So for your Central Lions, we have number 15 on the back service line, which is Maddie Huseman. She's a junior DS 5'7". Short serve there, and it's an overpass to the Lions, and that ball goes in. It hits that pinky down spot there for the Lions. So you're going to continue with Maddie on that back service line. Score, Blackhawks are still up by 1. So we have a score of 3-4 here. The Lions are serving, and they go a little short. Nice pass there by Hicklin to the right side, number 5. And they are going to call a touch off of the block. And they're going to have a score of 5-4. The down ref called a touch on that ball. And it looked like it was in the net, but sometimes he has a better view on it than all of us do. So there's a right side attack to number 10 of the Lions, and shut down by Bovie and Hicklin. Nice job, ladies. Great block by those two. They made sure that they set the nice job there by Hicklin to set that block, and then by Bovie to close it and get that really taken care of. Nice job. There's a tip over by the Lions. And the line judge is going to call that ball out. There was quite a few people there, but he did see that ball was out. So the Blackhawks are going to go up with a score of 7-3, and a serve by number 5, Gabby. And there is a nice job by Bovie getting up to make sure that they weren't just going to dump it over. An outside set by the setter to the outside. Nice job, Hicklin, for keeping that ball in. Here's a free ball. Let's see what these Hinton Blackhawks are going to do with it. There's a nice pass, and yep, they're going tempo. Oh, and Bovie is blocked by number 10 and number 18 of Central Lyon. That is Elsie Odikoven and number 18, Aubrey Metzger. That was a beautiful block. And normally what coaches try to teach their teams is if you have a free ball, you want to go tempo pass. But when you have a big block up in front of your middle, you really have to make sure that you are going thumb down or pinky down, or you keep that middle drawing the block, so then you can have a one-on-one on the outside or the right side. Nice job there by the Hinton Blackhawks for a tip. Nice job by that is number 12, your setter, Ashlyn Corvana. Nice set. She does a great job with that. Ooh, beautiful serve by Bovey. Ace serve. She served that all the way down to zone 1. Number 16 is back to serve receive of the Lions. That's Desta Hogendorn. And the Blackhawks go up with a score of 9-4. And Bovey usually serves cross court, and she did that time. Yep, that was a beautiful serve. And a dump over by the setter. Beautiful job by her part, too. Nice roll shot by Hicklin on the outside. And here comes an outside attack by the Lions. And they go off the block. Number 12 and number 14 of the Blackhawks were up on that. That'd be Avery Bugard and Ashlyn Corvana. And it looked like they were off the net just a little bit, and they didn't have a steal all the way on that net. So the score of Lions 5 to the Blackhawks 9. There's a serve, and they're going to go to the middle of the court. Free ball by the Blackhawks to the Lions, and that ball's pretty tight, but the setter dumps it over and transitions off the net is Hicklin, and the set is just a little too far outside, and she can't handle that one coming across. So the Lions are going to go with a score of 6 to the Blackhawks 9. They're rolling back in here. 3-man serve receive here for the Blackhawks, and it goes to that deep corner. Beautiful pass outside of the hallway there by the Blackhawks, and tip dug up by the Lions, and a middle tip over, and it goes off the middle block. Excuse me, and down into the donut, which is that donut is the 10-foot line. Behind the block and to like the 10-foot line, there's in the center of the court, it looks like a donut because everybody's on the outside and it just kind of looks like a donut. So good set there, and a back set there to Bovey, and she goes to zone 1 of the Lions. Beautiful job by Bovey to recognize that their defense was transitioning over to line, because normally what the Blackhawks have been doing, at least in the first set, they would get a right side attack and they'd go straight down that line. So the defense was shifting, and Bovey just came up and went pinky down into that back corner. Beautiful job. A pass up by the libero, but the setter asked for help, but nobody could hear her, so that ball drops in, and that will be considered an ace for number 12, Ashlyn Corvana. Blackhawks go up with a score of 11-7 here in this second set. Good pass up. Oh, off just a little. Good run, and a free ball over. Good pass by the Blackhawks, and they go middle to their number 14 of the Blackhawks, Avery Bugard. Nice job, Avery. She went thumb down and went to the short cross here on the left side for the Lions, and they go up with a score of 12-7. Blackhawks serving. This is Ashlyn Corvana. Good serve, makes them really work those seams of serve receive, and good job by Bovey for a good pass up, and a right side attack by number 10. Blocked, and great coverage by the Blackhawks. Really, really great coverage, but it just kind of rolled right off of their hands. So if that ball wouldn't have went out, I would have looked for a lift call from the refs. So score of 8-12 here. Blackhawks are still up. Good pass by Bovey to Corvana. Right side attack by Hicklin. Nice job, Hicklin, number 7. She hits that ball down, and too hot for them to handle, and it gets shanked out of bounds. Score is 13-8. Your Blackhawks are up in the second set of the Region 1 Class 2A semifinal here in Hinton, Iowa. You got Hicklin on that back service line, number 7. A little stutter step there. It looked like she kind of wanted to jump, but there's a tip over to the Blackhawks. A nice right side attack by the Blackhawks. We always call right side attacks, mostly they put the other team out of system. So those are really nice to make sure that you get those balls back into system. Looked like the Central Lyon crowd was looking for the setter, Corvana, over the center line. She had her foot turned. She was over, she was on the center line, but she did not look like she was over. So nice serve by Hicklin. It goes to the Lions. It looks like they're just going to free ball it over, and it goes off of the fingertips of number 16 of the Lions. That is Desta Hogendorn. And coach is going to take a quick timeout and talk to their girls, and we will step away here really quick and hear from Holstein Manufacturing in Holstein, Iowa.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work, last, and make your life easier. All with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in Hinton, Iowa, and the Hinton Blackhawks have taken the first set from the Central Lyon Lions, and the first set was 25-8, and right now we have a score of 15-8. The Central Lions started to come back alive here in the second set, and there's a tight pass, a good one-handed set by the Lions setter, number 14, McKenna Metzger. She's got a beautiful hands. Outside attack by the Hinton Blackhawks. Hicklin went to set that ball, but they did call her on a double. It looked pretty clean, actually. There was no spin on it. It looked pretty clean. But, yeah, they called that on a double on her. So came back with a really nice pass, though, and a back attack. A back attack by Bovey, and just a push over. Nice job there by Corvana. Right side attack by the Lions, dug up by Corvana. Bump pass by Hicklin to the right side, a push over. Nice job there by the Blackhawks, and the Lions are just going to push it over, and here comes a fast tempo. Nope, they're going to go to the outside. Nice job, Gabby, on the outside. She has been pretty unstoppable over there on the outside for the Blackhawks. I was here the other night, and I was watching her. Her and Hicklin, they are very unique outside hitters because honestly, they both can bring the heat. They're smart with their blocks, with their tips. Just very talented players on the outside for the Blackhawks. There's a double call on the setter of the Lions with a score of 7-9 here in the second set. And the libero for the Hinton Blackhawks, Bella DeRocher, is on that back service line, and there's an ace for DeRocher. She, if you notice, if you want to go back after this, but if you notice what the Hinton Blackhawks do a very, very good job of is they really split the defenders and hit in between their seams, so there's miscommunication of some sort, and it really makes them have to communicate. There's a tip by the Lions straight into the block, and Bovey does a really nice job of making sure that her core and her hands and her hips are turned into zone 6, so if they're trying to push the ball out of her hands, she's making sure that that ball comes back in and is playable in the court. So great job there by body control by Bovey and Gabby on the outside. That ball gets served right into the net by number 17, your libero, Bella DeRocher. It looked like that ball was just, when she tossed it, it was just a little low. And so then she contacted a little low. So serve is so important. Your toss is so important on your serve. It really has to be perfect. That toss is so important. Bovey has a really nice outside attack for the Blackhawks. She was tiptoeing across that line, making sure that she stayed out of the net. Score of 20-10 here in the second set with number 2 on that back service line, which is Hannah Polson. She's got quite a few serves here tonight, has been doing a really nice job. And that is a carry, called carry on the Lions. And the Central Lions coach is going to take a timeout and talk to her girls about that really quick. And we're going to also take a quick timeout and be right back here after we hear from Prime Bank.
Digital and personal. You can have both with Prime Bank. We know you've got a lot on your plate. Prime Bank can help. Use our app for everything from depositing checks to making transfers from the comfort of your own home. And if you want to open an account, you can do that online too. If you'd rather visit us in person to open an account, apply for a loan and more, we have several convenient locations. The best tech for you when you want to bank from a distance, and the best people close by when you need us. Prime Bank. Earn more your way.
All right, welcome back here. Thank you, Prime Bank. They are a proud partner of tonight's stream and supporter of our area communities and youth. And our other streaming sponsor tonight is Siouxland Garage Door. Whether you need a new garage door or service on your current door, Siouxland Garage Door can and will help you. Add this number to your contacts, 712-252-4444 and contact Randy and his crew at Siouxland Garage Door. All right, so we are here with a nice rally. Here comes Bovee with a tip and it's blocked back down. A set to the right side, pushed over by number 5, Gabby. Set up by number 14 to the outside. Number 16 of Central Lyon comes down with a beautiful attack. That's Desta Hagendorn. And she really did a great job. She went into that zone 6, like I said before. Hinton in their defense, they have a really nice block. So they leave zone 6 all the way open. If you can get up and above that block or you can split the block, then you're going to definitely get a kill. Here's a right side attack by Gabby, and the block is off the net just a little bit, so that ball goes straight down the front of them. Gabby, number 5 for the Blackhawks here in Hinton, Gabby Friesen. She's been very, very, very good. She's hitting very high percentage, and great job there by Gabby to dig that ball up as well and set outside to Hicklin with a nice attack. And a back set by Central Lyon to number 16. And I thought they were going to call a lift because her hand was twisted over on the other side of the ball. But they did not. So they go up with a score of 12-22. Number 16 just on that back service line just had that ace or that kill and then served it just a little too low. Her toss was a little too low and served it right in the net. Ooh. Bovee's on that back service line, number 9 for Hinton. She is a very, very good server, and score of 23-12. Let's see if she can get this put away. And that ball looked like it was going to go deep, and Central Lyon just tried to get a hand on it, and it went right off of the top of her hands. So Bovee's serving this score point or match point here, 24-12. Set point. I said match. My bad. Set point. There's a pushover by number 14 of the Lions. A middle attack by number 14 of the Blackhawks, and it goes right off the top of the hands of the Central Lions. Good kill there by Avery Bugard. So your Hinton Blackhawks takes set number 2, 25-11. And we will be right back here after another word from our sponsors, and we're going to go and hear from MHI in Cherokee, Iowa.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
Welcome to Rooted Boutique, a contemporary women's and men's clothing store in downtown Sioux City. When you walk through our Rooted doors, it's all about you. Browse our collection of women's styles from cut from the cloth denim, Dolce Vita, and Steve Madden footwear. Find a unique dress for your next event or a business casual look for work. Shop menswear from 7 Diamonds, Liverpool, and Mizzen and Maine, and be dazzled by our exclusive Stone and Druzy jewelry line. Visit our Rooted stores and experience our lounge-style dressing rooms and personal styling services, or visit us online at shoprootedinstyle.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Hinton, Iowa, where we are in the Region 1 Class 2A semifinal between Hinton Blackhawks of the War Eagle Conference and Central Lyon of the Siouxland Conference. Both 2A teams battling it out. Hinton has a record of 28-1. Their only loss was to Bishop Heelan, and it looks like it was at a tournament. And then the Central Lions have a record of 15-12. They've won against a few pretty good teams as well. So looks like they took Rock Valley to 3 or to 4. They won against Harlan. So yeah, they've also played some pretty good teams. Won against Humboldt. Lamar's isn't bad. They're a pretty decent tournament, or a pretty decent team. So, sorry, we have a score of 1-0, and they set outside to Gabby on the outside. Nice job, ladies. 1-1 here. The Blackhawks have a score of 1-1 here in this third set. The first set was 25-8. The second set was 25-11. This third set, you're tied up 1-1 here in Hinton, Iowa. Passed up by the Lions, and the setter dumps it straight over, but the Blackhawks are on point with their defense. Good try by the Central Lions. But when you do a tip over on the Blackhawks, you better make sure that it's right over top of the block and in the donut, which is the center of the court behind the block, because they have their 2 defenders on the left and right side on the 10-foot line, and they stay until that ball is set. Then they move. So there was a miscommunication there on the Lions side. So the Blackhawks are going to go up with a score of 3-1. On the back service line for the Blackhawks is number 17, Bella DeRocher. She's rattled off quite a few serves tonight. And there's a beautiful block by Bailey and number 10, Carlin Corvana. Nice job, ladies. Oh, looks like we had a little spill of the popcorn there over in the student section. Looks like they tried to wipe it off the court as best as possible. Pass up. The setter just went up and tipped it back over, and there's a set to middle to Bailey Bovey, and that goes off the block and out. So she gets a kill on that, and we have a score of 5-1 here in this third set. Central Lions coach is saying, come on, girls, pick it up. But you really have to have a pass. If you're going to play and contend with a team like the Hinton Blackhawks, you really have to have great passes. And they're struggling with the Blackhawks serve. They have a beautiful serve. Gabby on the outside gets another great swing on the outside and kill. They're going to go ahead and take a timeout for Central Lyon, and we will be right back after another word from our sponsors.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders. You're gonna love the view.
All right, we're back just in time to see the serve out of the timeout by the Blackhawks. It goes over to the Central Lion. Central Lion goes off the block. Central Lion goes off the block of the Blackhawks, and that ball goes out. But the up ref is talking to her down line judge. Yep, that's the right call. It went off the block and out, but the up ref, she must not have seen that, and she asked her down ref. That's why we have, or not down ref, that's why we have our line judges. They have to also pay attention to that block and make sure that it goes off or is clearly the correct call. Bovey on the outside goes high hand and down in the back corner. Nice job by the Blackhawks for setting that up and getting Bovey on the outside. So I was with my daughters this last weekend, and we were at Northwest Iowa Premier Volleyball, which is NWI in Holstein, and we were doing tryouts. And some of the girls, they've played against Bailey for a few years, and they said that her vertical is like 10-2, I think, or something, 10-2, 10-4 or something. So she is at her peak on her jump. She is touching that high, which is absolutely phenomenal. Great job by her for making sure that she's honing in those skills and making herself a better volleyball player. Good job, good touch there by the Blackhawks. It's dug up by the back row, but then trying to have Bovey come around, it's super hard. So the Central Lions is going to have that score. So you have a score of 3-8, and the sub, they thought that they had they had her as their sub number, but they had missed that. So they had to call her back from the back service line to get the correct number on that. So the back service for the Central Lions is number 12. She goes short, nice short serve, but Hicklin is there to dig it up, and Bovey punches it over because it was a little tight. And here's a back set to the outside for the Lions, and it goes on that back line, but the libero for the Blackhawks does dig that up. And that set was on the outside of the antenna, so the Blackhawks are going to lose that point. And the Central Lions have a score of 4-8 here in this third set. Central Lyon is really trying to battle back in this third set. They don't want to be done yet, so they're really trying to battle and trying to talk. They're talking a lot more and a lot better than what they were during the first two sets. There's an outside attack by the Lions, dug up, and an outside attack by Gabby, and it goes off the block and in. So Central Lyon gets that block, and it goes down and in. Definitely feel a little momentum starting to switch over. So that's three serves in a row there for Central Lyon. Let's see what the Blackhawks have underneath their belt here. They go to the right side. Gabby, it's blocked by Central Lyon. And Bovey does a pushover and another outside attack by Central Lyon, and that tip does not go all the way over the net, so that will land back on the Central Lyon side where the score goes up. Blackhawks 9-2, Central Lyon 5. Back service line is Ms. Gabby Friesen. Passed up by Central Lyon to the setter. They go to a middle attack, and they try to go off of the hands of the block, and that ball does go out with no touch. So Blackhawks go up with a score of 10-5 here in this third set of the semifinal, Class 2A Region 1. Good serve by Gabby to the Central Lyon. A back set, beautiful back set, and a great dig by their setter. Number 14, I really like her. She's got some definite grit. I like her a lot. McKenna Metzger. She is a 5'10" setter. She reads the ball very, very well and had a nice dig there. And she jumps well, and it looks like maybe she used to be a hitter. I don't know, but she jumps very well and reads the ball, and she also blocks very well. So it'd be interesting to see if maybe she plays some different positions as well. Gabby on the back service line. Nice serve, and that lands in on the back service line. So the Blackhawks go up with a score of 13-5 here in this third set. Blackhawks are really dominating here, making the Central Lions miscommunicate, and it looks like they're just not quite communicating all on full cylinders here. So let's see if we can get a pass up by the back row of Central Lyon. Gabby's a great server. She's got a great float serve, a lot of movement. It pops up and down a little, and there's a outside roll shot there by the Lions. A set to the right side to Bovey on the slide, and she hammers that ball down. When you are defending a slide, you have to make sure that you are not following the hitter, that you are lined up on the ball. Put your outside hand on the ball on a slide, because they are always going to bring that across their body. Not always, but most of the time. And then you're definitely set up for the right spot on that slide. Nice outside attack by Hicklin. They had a one-on-one on the outside, and she capitalized and hit that ball straight down. We are going to step aside and take a quick message here from ESPN Radio.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Welcome back here, folks, to Hinton, Iowa. Want to give another shout out here to our streaming sponsors to make this broadcast possible for Fuller Digital Solutions and myself, Jen Ohlendorf, to be here for the Hinton Blackhawks taking on Central Lyon. Siouxland Garage Door Company. Whether you need a new garage door or service on the current garage door you have, Siouxland Garage Door can and will help you. Add this number to your contacts for any assistance. 712-252-4444. Prime Bank is also a proud supporter of tonight's stream and a supporter of our area communities and local youth. So, sorry, I wanted to make sure that we got a shout out there to our sponsors, but the Central Lyon lost that rally, and there's a beautiful hit by number 12 of the Hinton Blackhawks. Nice job, Ashlyn Corvana. She got up, elevated on that ball, and slammed it down. She is a very, very talented player. I am not sure if they are playing anywhere else for club or anything like that, but that girl is very, very talented. I look to see her doing many great things here in the future for Hinton Volleyball and maybe on. That'd be great to see these girls continue to go on. Outside attack by the Lions. Number 16 for the Lions had a great attack there. Desta Hagendorn. She also, I can tell that she's a very tall girl, by the way, but she's 6'1", and if her footwork is fast and she has to hurry to the ball, it looks like she hits better. So it looks like she might be more of a fast tempo hitter. Maybe she used to run some middle offense here for Central Lyon in the past, but you can definitely tell that she's got some faster footwork and does a good job with keeping that ball in. There's a great job by the Hinton Blackhawks, right side attack by Bovey, and slams it down to the opposite corner. She comes across her body really, really well, but if they slide that block in, wait, and I'll guarantee you she's going to switch and go line. Super smart player, that Bailey Bovey. Good serve by Bailey, and that ball goes off of the hands of number 16, Hagendorn, for a ace for Bovey. And we're going to have a sub. Number 12 is going to come in for number 17 of Central Lyon. Number 12 is Josina Pedersen. She's a senior DS, 5'3". She came in for number 17, Kelly Spice. A beautiful pass up by the Lion, and they go to their libero in the back. Set by number 12 to the number 14 of the Blackhawks, dug up by the Central Lions, and a back set. Just roll shot it over, but sometimes that's all it takes, and it's a tight ball passed up to the net, and Corvana just dominates up at the net and tips it straight into their arms and down because they were not pressing over and sealing the net with their arms. Way to recognize that. So Bovey on the back service line. She's got a beautiful jump serve. It's a float serve, but it goes down. It has great movement on it. So good free ball, and it goes to the middle to their middle hitter, number 14, which is Avery Bugad. Nice job there. She snaps her wrist really well. She didn't get all of it, which is okay. She didn't get all of the ball, but that ball did go straight down, and great job by her. Here comes Bovey with a serve on the back service line. That ball is a nice floater. It looked like it was going to go out, but it did not. And there's a nice attack by number 18 of the Central Lyon Lions, and that's Aubrey Metzger. I do like watching her, folks. She's very, very talented. She's coming through when her team needs to, and I really think that if the Lions had a better serve, receive, and pass, I really think that this would be a different story. But it's hard to pass a really hard hitting and hard serving team like the Hinton Blackhawks. And we are in the third set. Serving game point is number 12 of the Blackhawks, which is Ashlyn Coravana. Nice float serve and a bump pass to the outside and just a push over to keep the ball in. Set up by number 12, Coravana, to the outside, Hicklin. Nice job, good dig up there by the libero, and a right side attack by sister Carlene. I'm sorry, that's Carlene Hicklin. By Carlin Coravana, but swings just a little low and goes in the net. So the Central Lyon Lions are serving here, and Bovey has a pass overhand to the setter. Middle attack by number 14, and it goes right into the blocker's arms and down. So your Hinton Blackhawks take this Region 1 Class 2A semifinal in 3 sets to none, 25-8, 25-11, and 25-8. This is Jen Ohlendorf with Fuller Digital Solutions. We are going to take a quick break and be back here in just a few seconds for a final recap.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands. Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
The definition of sportsmanship is the quality of showing fairness.
Respect and generosity towards the opposing team and officials.
The things you say and do are a direct reflection of your school and community.
Please stay positive and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game. Enjoy the game.
Digital and personal. You can have both with Prime Bank. We know you've got a lot on your plate. Prime Bank can help. Use our app for everything from depositing checks to making transfers from the comfort of your own home. And if you want to open an account, you can do that online too. If you'd rather visit us in person to open an account, apply for a loan and more, we have several convenient locations. The best tech for you when you want to bank from a distance and the best people close by when you need us. Prime Bank. Earn more your way.
All right, welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, where the Hinton Blackhawks just took down the Central Lyon Lions in 3 sets to none. The Hinton Blackhawks will be playing the winner of Alta Aurelia and Rock Valley. Right now, Alta Aurelia and Rock Valley are playing in Alta Aurelia. I do not have any updates on that, but keep an eye on your band or on the Iowa Girls Athletic Association brackets, and that will hopefully update as soon as the game is done so they know who they're playing. This will be played at a neutral site. I do not believe in Class 2A that they play at the top site, kind of like how 3A does it. So I think it's a neutral site. So depending on between Alta Aurelia and Rock Valley who wins, you may be looking at, like Lamar's or possibly Cherokee or something like that. So just keep an eye on your your band or your Go Bound app, so you can make sure where that game's going to be at. That they will play on Tuesday, the 25th at 7 o'clock at that neutral site, so go ahead and keep an eye on that. But great job to the Hinton Blackhawks. They are a force to be reckoned with. I really hope to see them continue to go further here in the Iowa girls volleyball play. Hopefully we get to see them down at Coralville. And to the West Lyon Lions, don't give up, girls. You have a wonderful team. I'm sure you guys have basketball coming up here as well, and look forward to seeing you guys play a little bit more some of those sports as well. So great job, ladies. Good battle. Hinton, you have a great team with lots of assets. I really do enjoy watching you guys, and I do appreciate our sponsors tonight. Prime Bank, who we just heard from. Prime Bank is a proud partner of tonight's stream and supporter of your area communities and local youth, and really want to say thank you to them and and also to their president, who came over the last time I was here and thanked Fuller Digital for coming and covering their game. Super great people. Nice to have community members that really appreciate the different aspects of the businesses that help out, and just want to say thank you for coming and reaching out. And it's always nice to meet new people as well. So. Also to Randy Hicklin of Siouxland Garage Door. Whether you need a new garage door or service on your current garage door, Siouxland Garage Door can and will help you. Add this number to your contacts and call me for any of your needs. Contact Randy Hicklin and team at 712-252-4444. Great job hitting Blackhawks. This is Jen Ohlendorf with Fuller Digital Solutions signing off, and have a wonderful night, and everybody drive safe.